On the occasion of National Food and Pharma Summit 2017, Gujarat, respected Poonam Chand Parmar, Sir, Additional Chief Secretary, respected Shri Wayne, British Deputy High Commissioner, respected Dr. Kosia, Commissioner FDA Gujarat, respected Shri Ravi Gupta, CEO, respected Shri R.P. Singh, Food Safety Commissioner, Orissa, Shri Sadhwani, Joint Commissioner and colleague in Maharashtra FDA, Shri Pramod Harade from AFSTI, officers from the FSSI, all the respected dignitaries on the dais, all the eminent participants, delegates, members of the food and pharma industry, members of the press, ladies and gentlemen. It is a matter of great honor to be addressing this National Food Pharma Summit. I congratulate Dr. Kosia and Government of Gujarat to have organized this National Summit, and I wish it all the success. And I am very sure that this summit will not only discuss various issues of national significance, but would also find solutions to various challenges which pharma and food industry are facing today. I think a round of applause is very much deserved by Dr. Kosia and elets Technomedia Private Limited and the full team of National Food and Pharma Summit. As we are all aware, pharmaceutical industry in India is robust and thriving. The annual turnover of industry in 2015-16 itself was about 2 lakh crores and exports of about 11 lakh crores. Domestic consumption was about 98,000 crores. Indian pharma sector is largely fueled by exports and is the third largest foreign exchange earner for India. It employs about 2 lakh workforce across the value chain. It is a private enterprise-driven industry, and the contribution of the public sector undertaking is literally negligible. Indian pharmaceutical industry has the largest number of US Food and Drug Administration approved manufacturing facilities outside the USA, also plants approved under the EDQM, WHO, and GMP. I think the major concerns that are worrying the industry today is decline in the compound annual growth rate, non-adherence to the quality standards and norms, the growing competition from other countries, huge dependence on imports for the key starting materials as also the APIs, lack of R&D and discovery of new molecules. Now, of all the above major things, I think are policy matters, but non-adherence to the quality standards and norms is concerning the regulatory authorities and the implementers in the state. Pharma industry in Maharashtra constitutes nearly 1/3 or more of that of India. Though till 2005, Maharashtra was the leading state in the field of pharmaceutical manufacturing and had, however, because of the creation of the special economic zones, lost its edge in some parts, but has little affected the further growth of pharma industry in Maharashtra. Many companies are maintaining highest standards of purity, stability, and international safety, health, and environmental protection in production and supply of drugs. This speaks of the high quality standards maintained by a large number of Indian pharma companies, as these bulk activities are used by buyer companies in manufacture of dosage forms, which are again subjected to stringent assessments by various regulatory authorities in the importing countries. Maharashtra FDA nearly has about 18,000 crores of export industry. To further strengthen the base, it is essential to maintain the quality control over drug and pharmaceutical production and distribution and upgrading the regulatory mechanism. The pharmaceutical policy of Government of India has already initiated such steps and various legislative changes to upgrade the legislative and regulatory mechanisms. As I would like to draw your attention to Schedule M of Drugs and Cosmetic Rules 1945, was substituted completely by revising an elaborate Schedule M under GSR in 2001. Taking this forward, Maharashtra FDA in last 2 months has made it compulsory for all its people in pharma industry to fill the Schedule M and submit it to the respective joint commissioners of those divisions. It is expected that the pharma industry in Maharashtra would on its own go through the various detailed provisions, that is good manufacturing practices and requirements of the premises, plants and equipments for better pharmaceutical products. I would like to draw the kind attention of this gathering to the schedule, which is a very detailed schedule and defines the general requirements, the water system, the disposal of waste, the warehousing area, the ancillary areas, the quality control areas, the personnel, health, clothing, sanitation, equipments. This detailed schedule, we are asking all our industry to go in for a self-compliance, for self-inspection, self-audit, and would lead to focusing attention on all these compliances. I would like to again point out that following the footsteps of Maharashtra, where we have issued directions to the pharma industry for self-compliance on all these Schedule M, the DGCI has also issued similar instructions all over India about a week back, emphasizing on self-compliance. I believe the cosmetic sector in India is also a very huge sector and a growing one. But presently, the retail and wholesale production is not registered nor licensed under the Act. Maharashtra FDA has already moved to Government of India to get this sector under licensing, thus regulating it, further improving it and making it more accountable. Tracking of drugs, especially psychotropic and sensitive ones, is an eternal problem with all the FDAs across India. Maharashtra FDA would next propose to the Government of India for getting the batches allocated to the companies before they start any kind of production, thus bringing a complete transparency right from the production to its movement up to the customers. Many more such concepts are under discussion in Maharashtra FDA, which would definitely lead to increasing revenue and increasing quality control, thus leading to a strong base of pharma industry for future growth. Foods, as we all know, is a very high growth and a high profit sector. With today's government, a lot of emphasis is laid on the foreign collaborations, on joint ventures. I think this would be another area for Maharashtra FDA to work very closely with the industry to form a very strong base for future growth, not only for India, but also for the world. If I look into the statistics of Maharashtra, we realize that we have literally more than 9 lakh of registered and licensees across Maharashtra. But then if we see the number of regulators, the very cutting edge of our department, the food safety officers, are literally to the extent of 265. Now realizing that Maharashtra is a very well-educated and socially aware state, we in Maharashtra FDA are very much concentrating, as we are doing in pharma, for self-compliance. For this, we are now conducting huge trainings across Maharashtra, sector-wise, and then we are trying and making our people more aware of the compliances required. The concept behind all this is that when an educated person and a law-abiding person is told about the various compliances required as per the Act, we believe that he would definitely comply with them. If not 100%, I think 80 to 90% of compliance is very much expected. Hence, today Maharashtra FDA is now emphasizing more on training, on IEC activities, thus bringing into focus the self-compliance, which is evident in all the other sectors of India. I think the topic is endless, and I come from a state where Maharashtra is very active, whether it is in pharma or food, has always flagged various issues, whether it was stents, whether it is catheters, whether it is medical devices, orthopedic implants in the sector of pharma, or maybe even in the foods. I can go on and on and on, but I realize that many eminent speakers would be now interacting with you. So I stop here. I thank Dr. Kosia and Elect Media for giving me an opportunity to interact here. I wish the summit a huge success. I thank you, all the present here, for a very patient listening. Jai Hind, Jai Maharashtra.